Sear Black Hill Steakhouse is a proud supporter of local youth sports. They invite you to experience the difference at the area's newest locally owned steakhouse. From their local and regional sourced ingredients to their perfectly seared steaks, you're sure to enjoy. They look forward to seeing you. Sear Black Hill Steakhouse is a proud supporter of all local youth sports. Sear Black Hill Steakhouse, experience the difference.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset. At Dakota Discount RV, our mission...
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether you're pregnant...
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome to Carroll Tire Gymnasium. Tom Anderson with you on LiveTicket.tv and GoRaidersLive.com. Opening weekend for basketball here in South Dakota. And this afternoon, Rapid City Stevens hosting Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Both teams 1-0 after picking up opening night victories last night. Aberdeen Central took care of Rapid City Central 53-40, while Rapid City Stevens hung on to defeat Pierre by a score of 44-39. In the Aberdeen Central Cobbler game, it was a 20-17 halftime lead for Brent Norberg's Golden Eagles. First half, a little cold shooting, 7 of 24. They picked it up in the second half, 13 of 26. They ended the game at 20 of 50 for 40%, 6 of 17 from beyond the three-point arc, and 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Even Steven on the rebounds for the Cobblers and Golden Eagles at 29 apiece. The Golden Eagles forced 17 Cobbler turnovers while they turned the ball over just 11 times themselves. For Rapid City Stevens, in their win over Pierre, they led that game by 9 at the half, 24-15. Pierre made a comeback in the fourth quarter, but were not able to close the gap. 23 turnovers for Rapid City Stevens, contributing to the closeness of the game. They shot 54% from the field, 40% from the free throw line, and had 31 rebounds last night against the Governors. Tyler Portlock went down in the second period and did not return. He was in the starting lineup. We'll see if he comes out and plays this afternoon. Didn't sound like it was anything too serious. For Aberdeen, they were led in scoring against the Cobblers by Jack Carlson. He had 13. Cam Olson also in double figures with 11. For the Raiders, Daylor Sechrist and Minka Hawley with 13 points apiece, and Shunzi Whitewoman, transfer from Rapid City Central, had 12. to round out the double-digit scoring for the Raiders. Kalen Brooks, just 3 points, but he had double digits in rebounds with 12. We'll get the starting lineups here as soon as they post them. The officials for this afternoon's game, veteran crew, Matt Berger, Chip Franke, and David Burnett with the whistles and the stripes, keeping order here in the opening weekend of high school basketball. Elsewhere around the state last night, as the opening weekend, there were some games played earlier in the week. Rapid City Stevens girls defeated Douglas to get their season started at 1-0 and then moved to 2-0 last night with a 63-35 win over Pierre. Rapid City Central on the road to play Aberdeen Central and dropped that one by 15, 49-34. In other girls' action, it was Kadoka and Hill City. Hill City winning that one by 20, 49-29. Mitchell and Huron met up, 42-38. Mitchell came out the victors. Cobblers and Raiders travel to play Huron and Mitchell next weekend. Those will be boys-girls doubleheaders. Harrisburg by 23 over Yankton, 53-30. Spearfish defeats Bellefouche 57-48. Bennett County by 5 over Lee Deadwood. And Watertown by 10 over Brookings, 58-48. On the boys' side of things, Hill City downs to Kadoka 75-59. Sioux Falls O'Gorman big over Brandon Valley 71-54. 61-32 Sioux Falls Lincoln over Sioux Falls Washington. Watertown downs Brookings 58-47. Aberdeen Central by 13, as we mentioned, over Rapid City Central. Mitchell downs Huron 60-48. 55-40 Harrisburg victorious over Yankton. Spearfish buries Bellefouche 60-22, and it was Bennett County by 13 over Lee Deadwood 69-56. In games this afternoon, Rapid City Central on the road in Pierre, losing with the game closing out under a minute to go, 51-39. And Rapid City Stevens down with 5 minutes left in the third period to Aberdeen Central, 26-18. Also on tap this afternoon on the girls' side, Douglas and Rapid City Christian. Lead is at Harding County. Sioux Falls Roosevelt matches up with Sioux Falls Jefferson. Faith and Kadoka match up. Edgemont and Wall. Alliance plays Hot Springs, and Hill City at Red Cloud. If we have any boys' scores to report here. 3 minutes to go in the second period over at Howard Nas Gymnasium. Pierre leading Rapid City Central by 1, 15-14. No other scores to report. Others games on the schedule. Wall and Edgemont lead, and Harding County, Faith and Kadoka. Sioux Falls Roosevelt and Jefferson, Douglas and Rapid City Christian, Alliance Hot Springs, and Hill City and Red Cloud. So that is your schedule. We'll update you with scores. Of course, you can see them across the scroll if you are watching the game on Live Ticket or on GoRaidersLive.com. We're going to take a break for the anthem, come back at the starting lineups, and get the second game of the season tipping off here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium on LiveTicket.tv.
We encourage you to cheer for your favorite team during today's game. At the same time, please demonstrate the respect you would like to be shown as visitors on their campus. Unruly, threatening, or obscene behavior will not be condoned at today's game. Thank you for your cooperation and support. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you are able, we ask that you please stand for our national anthem. We remind all in attendance that proper respect is to face the flag, remove your hat or cap, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military personnel not in uniform may salute the flag. Please join in singing along with our national anthem.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups. For Aberdeen Central, they will run this way. Oliver Ripe, a 6'2" senior guard, wears number 2, as I mentioned. Jet Carlson, leading scorer last night, a 6'4" senior. Number 10, Parker Lemmer, a 6'3" senior guard, had 8 points last night against the Cobblers. Camden Fouth, a 6'2" senior, had just 3 points against Rapid City Central. And number 44, Grant Fitz, a 6'3" senior, had 4 points last night. For the Raiders, they will run with Minka Hawley, 6'4" junior, his 13 points last night. Number 11, Daylor Seacrest, also with 13 last night, 6'2" junior guard, their leading scorer returning from last year. Kalen Brooks, big double-digit rebounds last night with 12. A 6'2" junior wears number 20. Number 21, Madinko Hawley, who was first off the bench last night, will replace Tyler Portlock in the starting lineup here this afternoon, a 6'4" senior. And number 50, Shunzi Whitewoman, in double digits last night against Pierre with 12 points. He is the 6'4" senior guard. The starting lineups for Chris Stabner and Brent Norberg. Let's take a look at the polls preseason. On the girls' side in Class AA, Sioux Falls O'Gorman topped the preseason poll, followed by Washington, Jefferson, Pierre, and Harrisburg. So Pierre, the number 4 team, and Rapid City Stevens handled them easily last night, 63-35. But it is the Raiders struggling against Aberdeen Central here this afternoon. In Class A, Wagner, Sisseton, T-Area, Vermilion, and Sioux Falls Christian. And in Class B, Wall, Ethan, Lyman, Howard, Centerville, and Sully Buttes tied at 5th. Rapid City Stevens did receive votes on the girls' side. Expect them to be very strong this year. They did lose some key components, but they do have some returning core, so they'll be an interesting team to watch this year, as they were last year. And on the boys' side, in Class AA, Jefferson, Roosevelt, Harrisburg, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls O'Gorman. Stevens did receive a vote there. Class A, Sioux Falls Christian, followed by Hamlin, Dakota Valley, Sioux Valley, and Lennox and Del Rapids tying at number 5. Rapid City Christian receiving heavy consideration. We'll see them in the L&I tournament coming up next week. St. Thomas More also getting votes, along with Hot Springs, who made it to the state tournament last year. Class B, it's DeSmet, Castlewood, White River, Viborg, Hurley, and Lower Brule. Ready to tip things off. Raiders in their blue uniforms, Golden Eagles in the white, and the Golden Eagles will start the game with the basketball. It is in the hands of Oliver Rife. Man-to-man defense for the Raiders. Go to Carlson. He'll dribble it to the right side. Top of the key. Thought about the 3. Fouth instead goes left side to Lemmer. Looking underneath, they get the ball to Fritz, and all 5 Golden Eagles touch the ball on the opening possession before Fouth drills the 3 from downtown, and Aberdeen Central with the lead, 3-0 just underway. Raiders will get the basketball right side, Minka Hawley to Brooks. Couple of dribbles, comes left side to Seacrest. Seacrest lost control of the basketball, still loose on the floor. Finally, the Golden Eagles pick it up. 4 white jerseys in the area, and in the front court, Rife with the basketball left side, works against Minka Hawley. Dump it down underneath to Fritz. Back out, another 3. That one off the mark, this time by Fouth. Long rebound handled by the Raiders. It'll be Seacrest to bring the basketball up. He'll walk it over the timeline as they move right to left here from our vantage point. Shuns the white woman. They'll go to Seacrest, fakes the 3, drives baseline right, finds Brooks, pushes the shot up from 5, can't get it to go. Battling for the basketball, but knocking out of bounds is Madinka Hawley. And it will be Golden Eagle basketball, 6:33 to go, opening period. They lead at 3-0. And Hawley will actually pick up the foul as he battled for the loose ball. It'll be Jet Carlson in the front court working the right side. Give it off to Fouth. Left side, Lemmer takes the 3, leaves it short. Rebound hauled in by Madinko Hawley. Give it to Seacrest. They'll run it up the right side. Golden Eagles back, man-to-man defense. Bounce it underneath to White Woman. Finds Brooks in the lane, pushes it up again. This time gets it to fall over the lip of the rim, and Caleb Brooks with the basket. Had 3 points last night to go along with his 12 rebounds. Ball sails out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders as Medinka Hawley tried to come up with the steal. Carlson will check it in front of the Raiders bench across the way into Rife. Right back to Carlson. He'll take the three off the back iron. The ball tipped out, controlled by the Golden Eagles, right side. They'll work the basketball to Rife. One dribble. Lemmer goes cross court. Work it back to the right side. Lemmer. Now the Raiders have switched to a 2-3 zone. Left side corner. Carlson on the drive. Cut off there. Lemmer will take the three and hit it.
3-point basket, Parker Lamar.
Okay, so it's Lamar, not Lemmer. Make that correction. Long three by the Raiders results in a long rebound coming the other way. 6-2 Golden Eagles with the basketball and the lead. Rife recovers the loose basketball. Left side will come to Lamar. Back up top, Rife. They'll play catch on the right side. Carlson, medium range jumper, bounces around, can't hold, and Seacrest comes away with the rebound. He'll bring it up the other way. Just under 5 minutes to go. Throws it ahead to White Woman. Reverse on the right side. The shot was blocked by Fritz. Comes up with the rebound as well. Off to Rife. Pushes it up left side. Fouth has the ball knocked away. The strip and steal by Minka Hawley. And here come the Raiders the other way, trailing by 4, 6-2, 4:30 to go. First quarter, White Woman down on the blocks, right side, spins to the baseline. Shot was up. Fritz might have gotten a hand on that one as well, but he had a little extra zip as it crossed the rim. And Rife will walk it up the right side. Two picked up by two on the drive, in traffic, puts it up. Shot won't fall. White Woman had it, lost it, stripped away by Rife out of bounds, and Rife will pick up the foul. The first whistle against the Golden Eagles. Raiders have one team foul as well. You get a couple of substitutions. Ashton Paulson off the bench for the Raiders. Medinko Hawley will sit down, and in for the Golden Eagles, Cam Olson, number 50, will come in, and number 42, Brendan Phillips, a 6'5" junior, 6'7" junior for Cam Olson. So they bring some size in off the bench. White Woman underneath, double team, kick it out left side to Hawley. Steps back after making a move to the baseline, rattles it in and out. The ball recovered by Paulson. Brooks, left hand off the board is good. Brooks with both baskets for the Raiders, and they trail it by 2, 6-4, just under 4 minutes to go. Opening period. Rife. They'll move it around, and Seacrest jumps in, comes up to steal, goes the distance. Has his first basket. We're tied at 6. Good read by Seacrest. Stepped in the passing lane, took it to the hole. Lamar over the outstretched hands of the 6'7" Cam Olson, and out of bounds it goes. The Raiders have a chance to take the lead. They've trailed the entire game so far. 3:27 to go, first quarter. Rife will sit down, and Cooper Eisenbies, 5'11" senior guard, comes in for Aberdeen. Paulson, a 5'11" sophomore, will handle the basketball out front. Right side, handed off to Seacrest. Brooks pushes it up. That one left short, but got his own rebound off the glass. And Caleb Brooks, 3 buckets here in the first quarter. Timeout on the floor, 3:14 to go. First period will be a 30-second timeout from Aberdeen. Raiders lead at 8-6. This is Raider basketball on liveticket.com or .tv and GoRaidersLive.com.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone. It's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN, and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City. Kelly Blue.
Golden Eagles get the basketball. The Raiders don't break. The officials can just hand it, and the Golden Eagles get the basketball with no opposition. The Raiders finally break the huddle. They keep the same 5 out on the floor. In the front court, Eisenbies. Up top to Carlson. Back to Lamar. Left of the circle. The 3 is up off the back iron. Shot no good by Eisenbies. And Segrist controls the loose ball for the Raiders over the timeline. Right side. Right of the circle, now directing traffic. Still directing traffic. He wants somebody to come out on the wing and finally gets Paulson over there. Bounce it to White Woman. High post, give it off to Paulson. Thought about the 17-footer. Segrist will put it up for 3 and hit it.
Taylor Segrist, 3.
Taylor Segrist, his second basket. And it's a 5-point lead for the Raiders. Move it right side in the lane. The jumper by Phillips, no good. Segrist with the rebound, wants to run it. Throws it ahead to Minka Hawley. He'll stop, pop. A little too hard, and the rebound cleared out of there by Lamar. And up in the front court, Eisenbies to Phillips. Ball thrown in the back court. Recovered, and it will be an over and back violation. Another turnover by the Golden Eagles. They jumped out to a 6-2 lead. 9 straight points for the Raiders, and they're up by 5 now, 11-6. Jet Carlson will go to the bench and into the Golden Eagle lineup. Looks like Camden Fouth is back on the floor. Paulson runs the point for the Raiders. Double high post, comes left side to Hawley. Brooks has to step out of the high post, back out over the 3, bounces it right elbow. White Woman working, spins to the baseline, double team there, and he'll get called for the travel. Ran into the help provided by Lamar, who will now go to the bench, and back in for the Golden Eagles will be Oliver Reif. So Reif with the basketball on the floor along with Phillips, Eisenbies, Olsen, and with the basketball now Fouth. Right side, Phillips on the dribble, goes to Fouth. He'll take the long 3 left side, bounces short. Brooks battling with Phillips, and they call it a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing the way of the Raiders. So they'll have the basketball. The minute 37 to go, first quarter, with a 5-point lead at 11-6. Segrist and Brooks have done all the damage for the Raiders. Segrist with a 3 and a 2. Brooks with 3 twos, all of those in the paint. Paulson on the drive, thought about the jumper left side. Segrist still drive baseline left, gets caught up in the air. Finds Paulson right side, 3, no good, long rebound. 3 Raiders there finally as Hawley comes up with it. Right side, Paulson uses the high pick to White Woman, who on the roll gets the return pass, leaves it short. Segrist goes up and over the top of Reif. But the foul, I believe, is going to get called against Reif as he backed under Segrist. Apparently that'll be his second, and he will sit down with a minute 9 to go first quarter. Parker Lamar back in, 6'3" senior guard. Raiders will line up 4 around the box. Thomas Mardian will come in. White Woman will sit down with a minute 9 to go here in the first period. Thomas Mardian, 6'5" senior. And Segrist, baseline left. Tossed it into Mardian, out at the elbow, handed off to Paulson behind the screen. Shot it short. Mardian with the big offensive board, puts it up, in and one. Thomas Mardian makes his presence felt. The big wide body underneath with the offensive board took up space, drew the contact, put the ball in the hole. 13-6, Raider lead with a minute 1 to go here in the opening quarter. Raiders substitution, J.D. Green, a transfer from St. Thomas More, replaced Segrist in the lineup for the last minute 1 of the first quarter. And Mardian trying to complete the 3-point play. Spins, dips, releases, back iron, no good. The long rebound by Brooks to Green, to Brooks, thought about the 3, not really a shot, outside to Green again. Plenty of time on the shot clock as they move the ball around the perimeter. Green, right side, gets a high pick from Mardian, goes up top, Brooks. Looks underneath, takes 1 dribble. Wanted Paulson to go backdoor, instead Paulson jumps back out. To Brooks, in trouble, in traffic, shot is blocked, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow this time to Aberdeen Central, so Brooks got caught up among 3 white jerseys. Had the ball stuffed back on top of him, 38.6 seconds to go. Raiders up by 7, 13-6. Front court, Lamar left wide open. Shot no good. Mardian rips the ball away, give it off to Paulson. Coming the other way, shot clock is off. Raiders can work for one. J.D. Green, right wing, way out. Now he'll dribble it back out near the timeline. Still on the right wing, 18 seconds. Lamar chasing after him, comes over the near side to Hawley, right back to Green. Green will work to the right side, hand it off to Paulson. Paulson underneath to Brooks, wide open, left-handed shot won't go. Brooks battles, Mardian comes up with it, hits right at the rim with the left hand, thought it was going to fall at the buzzer, couldn't get it to go. Brooks got hung up halfway, not quite sure what he wanted to do. At the end of the first quarter, the Raiders on an 11-0 run take a 13-6 lead. We're back with the second period. This is Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com and LiveTicket.tv.
For 125 years, Security First Bank has been the bank, a dependable fixture of the community and innovators of what comes next. As we celebrate our history, we remain committed to your dreams with dedicated and driven people, expertise, and attention. Because when you're at the bank, you're driven by the people who are your customers, neighbors, and friends. And that's been our commitment since 1898. Security First Bank. We're the bank.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Raiders hustling out of the timeout. They put the ball on the floor and started to count. Second time the Raiders have got hung up in their huddle. Start second quarter, Raiders with the basketball and the 7-point lead, 13-6. Brooks, good look underneath, finds Mardian. And Mardian with a couple of baskets. Brooks with the assist. Good start to the game for Caleb Brooks. Left side, Aberdeen will set their lineup here. With the basketball, Fouth out to Lamar. Eisenbees will hold it on the left wing, drive in the lane, puts up a 10-footer, leaves it short. Grant Fitz also out there for the Golden Eagles. Along with Jack Carlson for the Raiders, it's Minka Hawley, Segrist, J.D. Green stays out there along with Mardian and Brooks. Mardian with the ball, top of the key, give it off to Segrist. Dumps it underneath, tried to get the ball to Marty, and the ball knocked away by Fritz out of bounds. It'll be Raider basketball. And Mardian comes up hobbling, and he will go to the bench. White woman back in for the Raiders. Raiders lost Tyler Portlock. It's in their starting lineup last night and has not made an appearance. I'm guessing we won't see him today. Shot underneath. Brooks ends up on the floor. And he'll end up at the free throw line as well. The foul against Carlson. It'll be his first. It'll be the first team foul. They've redone the way they're doing the fouls and the bonus this year. I forgot about it until just now when I saw they wiped the board clean. It's similar to what they do in the women's college. You play quarters. They reset it in each quarter. So Brooks hits the first free throw, hits the second free throw, cashes in on both. He has 8 points. And he will go to the bench. Back in the Raider lineup will be Medinko Hawley. Eisenbees in the front court for the Golden Eagles. Raiders back to a man-to-man defense. On the switch to a 2-3 zone momentarily in the first quarter. On the drive, Rife forces it up and over Hawley. And I said it was Jet Carlson with the basket, not Rife. Carlson stops a 15-0 run by the Raiders, 17-8. The Raiders up by 9. Green goes to White Woman, top of the key. Tries to get it underneath to Medinko Hawley, off the mark, bad angle. Hawley couldn't chase it down. Raiders turn it over. Now Rife will come back in, and Eisenbees will sit down. So Rife and Carlson in the backcourt. Fouth, Fritz, and Lamar in the front court. Lamar with the basketball on the left wing. Seacrest gives chase. The leader won't go. Out of bounds. Saved back in. Good hustle by Carlson. He's trying to throw it off one of the Raiders. They all jumped out of the way, and the ball ends up in the hand of the Golden Eagles. Carlson comes right side of Lamar. Ball knocked out of bounds by Minka Hawley, and it will be a Golden Eagle basketball on the near sideline. Free throw line extended. Carlson tosses it into Reif. Will be picked out by Minka Hawley. Kick it out left side, Fouth. Come back to the near side. Carlson lost it, regains it. Fritz with the jump shot will hit it. Fritz with his first basket. Back-to-back buckets by the Golden Eagles has them back to within 7 at 17-10. Raiders trailed 6-2, then put together the end of the first quarter into the second quarter, a 15-0 run. White Woman reverse, it's good. His first basket. Another good look underneath for the Raiders. The White Woman with the finish. Came from the right side to the left side, 19-10. Fouth will put up the three, and he'll drop it in.
3-point basket, Camden Fouth.
His second three started the scoring for the Golden Eagles with the tray. 6-point lead for the Raiders. Segrist, top of the key, goes right side to Minka Hawley. Now Madinko Hawley came over to set the pick. Minka went to the baseline, back to Seacrest left side. His three is good. I thought he was inside the three line. His second tray, he's got 8, and the Raiders lead back to 9, 22-13. 4:52 remaining here in the first half. Reif goes left side to Fouth. Underneath Fritz. Faces up, puts it up, tries to go off the board. White Woman bothered the shot. Here comes J.D. Green right side. Segrist, stop, pop, three, no good. Rebound by Jet Carlson on the box out. Got the board flat-footed. Lamar, left side, crossover dribble, runs into Segrist, gives it off to Fouth, pushes it up from 10. No good. Fritz with the follow, leaves it short. Ball bounces around. White Woman comes up with it and throw it back to J.D. Green, who will walk it up over the timeline, approaching the midway point of period number 2. Raiders with the 9-point lead, 22-13. Segrist now will have the basketball work on the right side. High post. White Woman turns, looks. Segrist pump fake on the three. Hard to the basket, off the board. It's good. Segrist with a couple of twos, a couple of threes. He's got 10, and it's a 24-13 lead for the Raiders, up by 11. Raiders will get whistled for a pushing foul along the far sideline. That'll be Segrist, his first, and first of the period against the Raiders. Fouth, Fritz, and Carlson to the bench for Aberdeen. Eisenbeest back in, along with Brandon Phillips, and Cam Olson also back out there. So with 3:51 to go, just under the halfway point, Raiders have their biggest lead, tied for their biggest lead at 11. They led 17-6, now up by 11 at 24-13. Reif with the basketball goes left side. Eisenbeest back to Reif, pushes it up in traffic, left side. The follow by Olson, no good. White Woman had it, lost it out of bounds. It will stay with Aberdeen Central. Baseline left. Aberdeen will line up 4 around the box. Oliver Reif, 6'2" senior guard, to trigger it in. 3:35 showing on the clock here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. Reif gets the ball in, sets for the three. Shot off the mark by Phillips. Brooks back in the Raider lineup, comes up with a rebound. Ahead to Green, now to Segrist, right of the circle. He wants Brooks in the middle. They get it to Brooks. Right side. Paulson on the drive. Cut off as Aberdeen has gone to his own defense now. Brooks lost control of the basketball in the hands of Phillips. He'll throw it ahead to Eisenbeest. Reif thought about the three on the stutter dribble. Drives in, and the foul will be against J.D. Green. Thought he had a block. Also had some of the body, and Reif will go to the line to shoot a pair. 3:04 to go, second period. Raiders lead at 11, 24-13. Outscored Aberdeen 22-7 since trailing at 6-2 early in the first period. Reif gets a free throw to go. First trip to the line for the Golden Eagles here this afternoon. Reif with his first point. And the lead sits at 10, 24-14. Segrist will take a seat. Second free throw by Reif is also good. Hits them both. Lead back to 9, 24-15. Jack Carlson back in. Reif will sit down after hitting both free throws. Minka Hawley back in, replacing Segrist. Paulson with the basketball. Green, Brooks, and a white woman on the floor for Coach Chris Stabner, right side. Green comes left side to Hawley. White woman at the foul line, faces up, turns to the right. Aberdeen staying in the zone, right baseline. Brooks tried to get it to Minka Hawley, coming across the baseline. Ball still loose on the floor. Finally, Cam Olson rips it away and controls the basketball in the front court. Eisenbees to Olson, spins, puts it up with the right hand, bounces around, no good. A couple of tough breaks on the rim for the Golden Eagles here in the first half. It's Minka Hawley for the Raiders, back to J.D. Green. Raiders up by 9, 24-15. 2:20 to go here in the first half. Paulson, white woman, left elbow. Back up top, Minka Hawley. One dribble, looks right, finds J.D. Green, gets it to Brooks. Turnaround shot is blocked by Olson. Here comes Lamar, left side. To Eisenbees, right side. Phillips up top. Carlson thought about three on the drive, lost control of the basketball, now puts it up, standing in the lane. Shot won't go. White woman rips away the rebound. Just under 2 minutes to go. Raiders up by 9, 24-15. Chris Stabner wanted to slow it down, talk to Ashton Paulson. He'll take the ball to the right wing. Now the right baseline gets caught up there. J.D. Phillips underneath the Brooks. Pump fake, fall away. Shot was blocked by Olson. White woman with the rebound, but there will be a foul before that. And Brooks back to the line to shoot. Cam Olson will pick up his second foul. Second team foul of the quarter. And Brooks will shoot two. Had 6 points in the first quarter, 3 deuces in the lane. Second trip to the line here and rims it off to the right. Hit his first two. This is the first of two here. Olson will sit down with his 2 fouls, and back in the game for the Golden Eagles will be Grant Fritz. Raiders 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. Mardian couldn't complete a 3-point play in the first quarter. That one's short, but bounces around, does the dance, falls through, and it's a 10-point Raider lead, 25-15. With a minute 25 remaining in the first half. Eisenbees give it off to Carlson, to Lamar on the right wing. Back up top, Phillips got hung up in the air, gives it to Fritz. Fritz in the lane, back to Phillips, right side. Lamar on the wing, goes to Carlson, left side. Work it back to the right, looking underneath. Fritz, nothing to go to there. Eisenbees drives to Lamar, right baseline, back to Eisenbees, puts it up too hard over the rim. A white woman with another rebound for the Raiders. 10-point lead for Rapid City Stevens. 50 seconds to go here right now. Raiders up by 10, 25-15. Hawley on the right elbow, dribbles, gives it off to Brooks. Segrist has come back in. Brooks left side on the drive, baseline up strong and hits it. Brooks with the basket. And a 12-point lead for the Raiders. That is their biggest lead of the afternoon. Carlson goes left side to Phillips, up top Lamar. Lamar, a couple of dribbles, cradles it, goes to the basket, and a foul will be called on the floor. That'll be the third team foul of the quarter against the Raiders.
Raider foul number 2, Minka Hawley, his first.
Minka Hawley will pick up his first. Reif back in the game. Eisenbees will sit down. Foul back in as Carlson sits down for the Golden Eagles for the Raiders. I thought they had a substitution in here. Now we do. Medinko Hawley replaces Minka Hawley. So white woman, Green, Paulson, and Brooks on the floor. The Segrist goes to the bench. Reif, right side. Gets it out front to Lamar. Raiders stay man-to-man. Shot clock is off. 17. Give it to Reif out near the jump circle. Paulson giving him room. Now closes a little bit. 8 seconds. Reif still with the dribble. Goes baseline left. Spins. Puts it up with white woman right in his grill. Rebound. Cleared by the Raiders. They will not get a shot off, but they will go to the locker room leading by 12, 27-15.
Raiders 27, Aberdeen Central 15.
We will go to the half, gather up some numbers, gather up some stats, and come back and have our halftime show here from Carroll Higher Gymnasium. The Raiders lead at the half by 12, 27-15. This is Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com and LiveTicket.tv.
Off the season, gliding the basket out the 3J. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music. Give it off to C.
Talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show with big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. and stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Tom Anderson back with you at the half, 27-15 here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. The Raiders lead the Golden Eagles of Aberdeen Central. Raiders with a 7-point lead at the end of the first quarter, 13-6. They outscore the Golden Eagles 14-9 in the second period. Taking a look at the team stats, 4 turnovers for Aberdeen Central. Raiders have turned the ball over 5 times. Battle of the boards being dominated by the Raiders, 21-12. Including a 6-3 advantage on the offensive boards. Trinity Whitewoman with 5 rebounds for the Raiders, 4 rebounds for Caleb Brooks, 3 for Daylor Sechrist, Ashton Paulson, and Thomas Mardian. 3 offensive rebounds for Caleb Brooks out of the 4 boards. He had 12 rebounds last night in the win over Pierre. For the Golden Eagles, 3 boards apiece for Jack Carlson and Parker Lamar. Shooting 5 of 23 for just 21.7% in the first half of the Golden Eagles. 3 of 9 from beyond the arc, and they went to the free throw line 1 time. Oliver Reif, his only 2 points of the half as he went 2 for 2 from the free throw line. For the Raiders, 11 of 25 from the field for 44%, 2 of 6 from beyond the arc as Segrist hit both of those, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Mardian 0 for 1 and Caleb Brooks 3 for 4. Individual scoring for Aberdeen Central. Oliver Reif, his 2 points from the foul line in the second period. Jack Carlson, his only basket in the second period. A 3-pointer for Parker Lamar in the first quarter. A pair of threes for Camden Fouth for his 6 points, and 2 points for Grant Fritz. So all 5 of their starters in the scorebook. Nobody else has scored off the bench for the Golden Eagles. For Rapid City, Stevens, much more of a bunched scoring. 10 points for Daylor Sechrist, a couple of threes, a couple of twos. And he split those evenly between the first and second quarter. Caleb Brooks had 3 baskets in the first period, 3 of 4 from the foul line, and added a bucket in the second quarter. He has 11 points to lead all scorers here this afternoon. 2 points for Whitewoman. That came in the second period. Thomas Mardian off the bench hit a bucket, couldn't complete the 3-point play, and then added a basket in the second period for his 4 points. And the Raiders with the 27-15 lead. Taking a look at the scoreboard across town, Pierre leads Rapid City Central 44-33 in the boys' game with 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Rapid City Christian and Douglas later on this afternoon at 6 o'clock, or this evening rather. And Jefferson and Roosevelt, the other game on the scoreboard score feed, and we have no score to report there. And let's see if we can bring it back up, go over to the girls' side of things. 51-39, a final Pierre over Rapid City Central, and Aberdeen Central holds on to defeat Rapid City Stevens 54-40. So the Raiders take care of number 4 Pierre last night, but fall by 4, making the trip from Pierre to Aberdeen. That's always a tough trip. Now they got to take that long trip back after losing a tough one. Raiders dropped to 1-1 on the season. Just underway, 6 minutes to go in the second period. Sioux Falls Jefferson over Sioux Falls Roosevelt, 13-9. We are just about ready to start the third quarter. 27-15, Rapid City Stevens with the lead, looking to move to 2-0 on the year. Raiders and Cobblers travel next weekend. Boys and girls be playing in Huron and Mitchell. Raiders will have Mitchell on Friday, Huron on Saturday. Of course, they make way for the LNI, which comes to town next week on Wednesday. We'll have those games covered from all three arenas, start to finish, on liveticket.tv. You can go to our website to see how you can watch those games. I think I have 5 scheduled on Wednesday, so we'll get some voice rested here over the next couple of days. And I expect to spend a lot of time at the Monument from Wednesday to Saturday. Last year, Rapid City Christian with the championship, looking to repeat, looking to get to the state tournament this year. 2 years in a row, Rapid City Christian had an opportunity and was not able to come up with a win to get them there. So to start the third quarter, will be Aberdeen Central with the basketball, moving right to left from our vantage point, across from the scorer's table. They will have their starting lineup out there. Lamar, Fritz, Fouth with the basketball, over to Carlson on the right side, and Reif up top. Lamar, couple of dribbles, right elbow, cross-court pass to Reif, looks underneath. Fritz wanted it, instead goes back up top to Carlson. Back to Reif, underneath to Fritz. Out to Lamar, right side, powers it up against Segrist. Draws the contact. Segrist will pick up his second foul. For the Raiders, they have their starting 5 out there as
Raider
well.
Number 11, Taylor Segrist, his second, first team foul of the quarter.
So Minka Hawley, Taylor Segrist, Galen Brooks, check out 4 of their starting 5. Ashton Paulson gets a start here in the second half in place of Medinko Hawley, and White Woman completes the starting 5 out there for the Raiders. The free throw is good by Lamar, and the second free throw good as well. And the Golden Eagles on the board first here in the third quarter. Lead at 10, 27-17. Paulson and Segrist almost got hung up exchanging the basketball. Segrist went into the backcourt, and Paulson was still there. Paulson in the front court. And we had an errant football. Saw that football being tossed around at the half. Security will hang on to that for the rest of the ball game. Brooks will get the basketball into Paulson, picked up man-to-man by Reif. Saw Aberdeen Central switch up their defense from man-to-man to zone. They'll start the second half man-to-man. Brooks, top of the key. White Woman wanted it underneath. Bad angle. Brooks, a couple of dribbles. Now to White Woman, top of the key. Give it off to Hawley. Looked underneath. White Woman open for a moment, and Brooks, not sure how tall he thought White Woman was or where he was going, but the ball nowhere near being completed, and the Raiders with the turnover and give it back to the Golden Eagles. 27-17 lead, a minute gone, third quarter. Raiders up by 10. Reif works to the left side. Ball knocked away, and the travel before that. Reif tried to put on the brakes, dragged the back foot. Little contact in there may have forced him to get off balance, but the Golden Eagles turn it back over to the Raiders. And the Raiders will have the basketball and the 10-point lead. 5 ticks under a minute gone in the third quarter. Hawley goes backdoor. Segrist instead goes up top to White Woman, top of the key. Paces up on Fritz. Paulson left wing. Couple of dribbles, goes to Segrist, left wide open, and leaves the 12-footer short. Lamar went for the steal. Didn't cost him. He came up with the rebound. Reif, left-handed dribble in the lane, powers up against Brooks, hits the floor hard. Brooks will pick up his first, second team foul of the quarter against the Raiders. And to the free throw line will be Reif. Hit his only 2 free throws of the game in the second quarter. This will be the third trip to the line for the Golden Eagles. Reif, 2 free throws in the second period, the only free throw attempts for Aberdeen Central in that first half. Reif's free throw, back iron, no good. So the rule last year was that 7 fouls in the half. It went to 1-on-1, and then 10 fouls went to the double bonus. And I believe, I forgot to look up the rule because I forgot about the rule change. It's 5 fouls and a quarter. That's the way it is at the college level anyway. Ripe hits 1 out of 2. It goes to the free throws, and if I remember also correctly, it's not the 1-on-1. All the free throws are 2 free throws at that point. White Woman lost control of the basketball. He'll take it back out between the circles. Fritz all over him, knocks the ball away again. Paulson lost it, almost stepped into the back court. Coach Norberg wanted it. My eyes aren't that great, but I could see white between his shoe and the blue center line. From our vantage point here across from the scorer's table, left side Brooks will drive, baseline against Rife, cut off there, circles back out, comes right side to Segrist. He'll take the 3 as the shot clock expires. Didn't draw iron, and the Raiders with their second turnover of the quarter. Back to the Golden Eagles, who trail it by 9, 27-18. The Raiders have yet to score here in the third quarter. The Raiders will take a timeout with a 9-point lead, 27-18. This is Rapid City Stevens Raiders basketball on GoRaidersLive.com and LiveTicket.tv.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS. Do you have a
Tom Anderson back at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. 5:53 to go, third quarter. The Raiders yet to score here in the period. They led 27-15 at the half. 3 free throws by the Golden Eagles. The only points here in the quarter so far will be Golden Eagle basketball trailing by 9. Rife and Carlson in the backcourt. Carlson with the basketball left side. Brooks in front of him. To Lamar. Back over to Carlson on the left wing. Give it off to Fouth. Starting 5 out there for the Golden Eagles. Fritz down on the post. Left side, Lamar. Works against Segrist, who's playing with 2 fouls. Up top, foul, pump fake in the lane. Has a shot blocked by Minka Hawley, who's come back in. Joins Brooks, White Woman, Segrist, and Paulson with the basketball. Paulson walks it up. Hand it off to Brooks. Couple of dribbles, give it to Segrist, top of the key. He'll work to the right side now to Paulson. Looks underneath for White Woman. Up top to Hawley. Brooks, left wing to Segrist. Paulson will push the 3, rattles out. Rebound, Fritz, as a lot of bodies collide. Segrist still down on the floor. Carlson goes to the bucket, shot won't go. Good defense by Paulson. And Brooks with the rebound will give it off to Paulson over the timeline. 4:40 to go, third quarter. Raiders still looking for their first points of the period. Segrist faces up. He'll take the 3, leaves it short. White Woman battling underneath, gets the rebound, puts it back up and in. White Woman with his second basket of the afternoon and the first basket in the quarter for the Raiders. Comes at the 4:30 mark. Lead back to 11, 29-18. Fortunately for the Raiders, Aberdeen Central not able to find the bottom of the basket from the field. All 3 of their points from the foul line. Brendan Phillips will come in. Fouth will sit down for the Golden Eagles. Coach Norberg trying to find the rotation here this afternoon. The Saturday afternoon games are always tougher on the road team. Traveled all day, played the game, slept in a hotel bed, not at home, and then have to come out on early Saturday afternoon. White Woman with the push, got the big right forearm there. That will be his first foul. Third team foul against the Raiders here in the period. Segrist will sit down. J.D. Green, the 6-foot junior transfer from Rapid City St. Thomas More, in the lineup. It'll be Rife with the basketball over the timeline. Works to the right side. Eisenbees also back into the Golden Eagle lineup. Rife got caught up in the air, hands it off to Fritz. One dribble to Phillips, pushes up with the right hand, rattles around, falls through. Phillips has his first basket. And if I'm looking right, that's the first points off the bench for Aberdeen Central here this afternoon. 29-20, 9-point lead for the Raiders. Go left side to Paulson. Up top, Brooks had a big first half. Back to Paulson on the left wing. Underneath the white woman, lost control of the basketball. Double team, spins, finds Brooks in the lane, couldn't handle the pass. Comes Eisenbees the other way, puts up the shot with the right hand, left side, it's good.
Cooper
Eisenbeis. Correct pronunciation. We'll go with the game side announcer. 29-22. Eisenbeis. Turnover Raiders. Rife comes the other way. Stops. Give it off to Eisenbeis. Left side, Lamar. Cross-court pass up top to Phillips. Right side, Rife. Looks for Lamar on the cut. Not there. One dribble handed off to Eisenbeis. He'll bring it back out. Top of the circle. Left side to Rife. Looks for Fritz underneath. Back up top, Lamar. Pump fake on the three. He'll take the free throw line jumper. Leave it short. Going high for the board. Hawley. J.D. Green. Two Eagles down on the floor. Hawley with the basketball. Spins. Another Golden Eagle on the floor. Hawley lost control of the basketball in the hands of Rife. Three white jerseys hit the floor. No whistles blowing. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Raider lead sits at 7, 29-22. Golden Eagles move the ball around the perimeter. Lamar forces his way to the basket, gets the bucket to go. 6 straight points for the Golden Eagles. They've outscored the Raiders in the period. 9-2. The Raiders will take another timeout with 1:52 to go in the third quarter and leading 29-24. It's a full timeout. This is Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com and LiveTicket.tv.
Kid wrecked his car, his third car. The kid needs a car. We need the kid to have a car. What did I do? I begged my insurance agent for mercy. That's another story. Then I went to Copper Motors in Rapid City and found a safe, reliable car.
Copper & Motors is a small, trusted dealership specializing in safe, quality pre-owned vehicles. No pressure, no hassle. Each vehicle is inspected, serviced, and detailed with a warranty like no other. Copper & Motors, corner of Campbell and Omaha.
29-24, the Raiders with just 2 points in the quarter. White woman put back. And their lead has gone from 12 to 5. Across town, Pierre and Rapid City Central are done. The Governors with a 10-point win over the Cobblers, 53-43. The Governors moved to 1-1 on the season after losing last night here to the Raiders. Cobblers dropped to 0-2 as they dropped their game last night to Aberdeen Central. Left side, Segrist triggers a three, won't go. Thomas Mardian with the offensive board. He'll back it in, put it up off the board, and it's good. Mardian, his third bucket, immediately off the bench. Again, making a presence felt, 31-24, 7-point lead for the Raiders. Right side, Fouth is back on the floor for the Golden Eagles. Lamar up top, goes to Fouth, right side, underneath to Cam Olson, who's also returned to the Golden Eagle lineup. Lamar with the pump fake on the three, left to elbow jumper, leaves it short. Olson, all 6'7" of him, couldn't get the shot to go. Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to Aberdeen Central, trailing by 7, 31-24. Minute 2 to go in period number 3.
In for the Raiders, number 25.
Ashton Paulson will come back in. And Mardian will sit down. Mardian with the basket. That ankle looks like it's still bothering him. Phillips goes by Hawley. Shot is up. The floater is good. Phillips with a couple of baskets in the period. 8-2 run now for Aberdeen Central. Brings them back to within 5, 31-26. Segrist dribbles over the right side, goes up top. Dylan Szymanski has come in. Hawley, left side, Segrist puts up the floater, gets it to go. His first basket of the period. He had 10 points in the first half, 5 in each of the first 2 quarters. Gets the floater to go there. Up top to Lamar, 7-point lead for the Raiders. Shot clock is off. 33-26. Fouth between the circles. Comes left side of Lamar. He'll give it off to Eisenbeis. Wants a high pick from Phillips. Dribbles to the right side. Back across. J.D. Green with the steal. Lays it up. Leaves it short. Couldn't decide if he wanted to go board or lay it up over the rim. And the Raiders only 6 points in the quarter. They hold on to a 7-point lead going into the fourth. 33-26. This is Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com and LiveTicket.tv.
A few years ago, Security First Bank started talking about what it means to be the bank. And the truth is, for 125 years, we've known exactly what it means to you. Consistency, dependability, determination, and devotion. For 125 years, we've been resilient and steadfast in our commitment to you. History is not just looking backward, it's also the stuff we're made of moving forward. Security First Bank. We're the bank. Member FDIC.
And the Raiders, again, late coming out of the timeout, they had the ball on the floor with the count. Segrist tries to get it to Medinko Hawley. Hawley double teamed, and the foul will be whistled against Brandon Phillips. First team foul here of the quarter. The new rules have definitely cut down on the free throws. Just 6 attempts for Aberdeen Central, just 5 for Rapid City Stevens here this afternoon. Baseline right, J.D. Green tosses it out top to Segrist. He'll take the top of the key three, rattles out, no good. Hawley with the follow, shot no good, but he'll shoot a pair. Bedinko Hawley, who's had limited playing time here this afternoon after getting the start, will step to the line. The foul against Fritz, his first, second team foul against the Golden Eagles, and the free throw is good. Turn the twine one time. Hawley with his first points of the afternoon. He'll set up for his second. Raiders now 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. He hits them both. Rattled the rim a bit, but found the bottom of the net, 35-26. Raider lead at 9. Reif, Lamar, Fouth, Fritz, and Phillips. 4 of the 5 starters out there. Phillips left of the circle. 3 is left short. And J.D. Green goes up, clears the board, give it off to Segrist. A little over 30 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. Up top, White Woman underneath to Hawley, and he'll get called for the offensive foul as he leaned in. It was a good acting job by Reif as well. Hawley picks up his second, team first in the quarter. That'll bring Jack Carlson in, and Phillips will sit down. So now the starting 5 back on the floor for the Golden Eagles. Reif in the front court to Fritz, right side to Phillips. Well, Phillips is still out there, so thought Phillips sat down on the substitution. Phillips underneath to Fritz, battling with White Woman, steps up with the left hand, shot is good, and one. Fritz with his second basket.
Count the basket.
35-27.
Raider foul number 50, Shunzi White Woman, his second team foul of the quarter. Fritz to
And
shoot
Fritz to the line to shoot. Free throw, no good. We had an epidemic of not being able to complete the three-point play at Goodell Gymnasium last night. Hard Rockers, both men and women, against Colorado School of Mines. They're not able to complete the three-point plays, and here this afternoon we've had that same epidemic continuing. The turnover on the travel by White Woman gives the ball back to Aberdeen Central. In quarterfinal football, North Dakota State leading USD 35-10. You know, there's a lot of hope for a USD-SDSU rematch, but North Dakota State squashing those hopes. On the drive, Rife throws the ball out of bounds. It'll be Raider basketball. South Dakota State will advance with a 23-12 win over Villanova. See the Raiders with the basketball, right corner. Hawley puts it up, drains the three. Right in the face of the defender, opens the Raider lead back to 10, 38-28. Right side, Rife had it, lost it, rolls over his foot, able to track it down and retains possession. Approaching 15 on the shot clock. Fritz in the lane, give it off to Lamar. Right elbow jumper. Looked like Segrist was in the middle of that. Segrist with the basketball over the timeline, works the left side. Now to White Woman, powers it up from the left side with the left hand. 40-28, the Raiders back up by 12. 5:30 to go, fourth quarter. And a timeout. Coach Brent Norberg not at all happy with what's happening out on the floor. It'll be a 60-second timeout with 5:32 to go, fourth period. And the Raiders up by 12, 40-28. Rapid City Stevens basketball this afternoon on GoRaidersLive.com and LiveTicket.tv.
Great news. I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
.5:32 to go, fourth quarter, 40-28. The Raiders out of the timeout with the lead. It'll be Minka and Medenko Hawley both out there. Kalen Brooks back on the floor, along with White Woman and Segrist. Phillips underneath to Carlson, double teamed out to Lamar, right wing. Comes back left side to Rife in the corner. Phillips will drain the three. Did not score in the first half, has 7 points. In the second half, the lead back to single digits at 9. Aberdeen showing some pressure. Raiders break it. Minka Hawley in the front court now. You go back out between the circles. Segrist. They'll run some clock. 5 minutes to go. Right elbow. Brooks turns, faces up. Segrist left side, fakes the three on the drive. Finds the alley and hits it with the right hand from the left side. Segrist with 14 now. An 11-point lead for the Raiders. And the foul whistled against Rife, his third. Be the third team foul of the quarter. Raiders with 2 fouls in the quarter. Fritz will sit down, and 6'7" Cam Olson back in.
Segrist at the line to shoot one.
The Segrist trying to complete the three-point play. Puts it up and no good, but the rebound by White Woman off the board. Shot no good. A little further out, I think, maybe than he thought he was. Kind of a fall away jump hook from about 10. 3 by Reif, no good. And that will be a foul as Minka Hawley got knocked about 8 feet. Battling with Cam Olson for the rebound. Olson will pick up his third. That'll be the 4th team foul against Aberdeen Central with 4:37 to go in the game. The Raiders lead it by 11, 42-31. Paulson back to Brooks. To Paulson. Golden Eagles trying to trap. Hawley out top to Brooks, who just snuck across the timeline before catching the basketball. Right side, Seegers looks underneath White Woman. Double teamed on the baseline, goes to the middle, gives it off to Brooks. Double clutch, shot no good. Rebound is up, it's good, and one. Kalen Brooks. His first basket of the second half after scoring 11 points in the first half. 3 of 4 from the line, and he'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. And I think we are 0 for 3 here this afternoon on attempted three-point plays the traditional way. Fritz for Aberdeen Central missed his. Thomas Mardian missed his. Segrist missed his. And now Brooks rattles it around, drops it through. So finally a traditional three-point play. And Brooks puts the Raiders up by 14 now. 45-31 approaching the midway point of period number 4. Reif drives, draws contact, hits the floor, no foul. And Segrist slows it down, goes to Paulson, right wing. Malenko Hawley back up to Paulson, Segrist. Lamar right on his hip. Minka Hawley trying to shake loose from Phillips. Goes up top to Paulson. Had Brooks going back door, Brooks would have just went hard. Segrist down on the blocks. White Woman, left-handed jump hook. Hits the front of the rim, goes the wrong way, rebounded by Olson. Here come the Golden Eagles the other way, Reif left side to Lamar. Thinking about it, drives, baseline got caught up, gives it off to Olson. The shot was blocked by White Woman, and a late whistle against White Woman. That'll be his third team foul rather, against the Raiders in the quarter. And Cam Olson, the 6'7" junior, looking for his first points this afternoon. It's a tale of two halves. No bench points in the first half for Aberdeen, and now the bench has outscored the starters in the second half. Olson with the free throw. Gets in the books. Fouth will come back in. Cooper Eisenbeis also back in the game. And all players that have played for Aberdeen now in the book. Cam Olson will be replaced by Fritz if he completes the free throw. Olson. Free throw rattles in. He will sit down. Fritz will come back in. Lead at 12 again, 45-33. And Aberdeen Central will stay with full court pressure. Brooks gets the ball in. Segrist gets a return pass. Back to Segrist. Throws it ahead and nobody home. Fouth with the basketball. In the front court, Eisenbeis. Working the right side. Fouth, quick release on the three. Rolls out. Phillips keeps it alive. Fritz with the basketball. Rips it away. Give it off to Lamar. Right side. Forces way up, in, and good. Lamar with the basket. 10-point lead. Ball taken away from Paulson. And right in front of the Aberdeen Central bench, Lamar will get called for the foul. They thought they had another turnover. So the 5th team foul of the quarter against Aberdeen, the first against Lamar. And we will go to the free throw line for the first time this afternoon in the bonus. All the other free throws have been by way of in the active shootings. And Paulson will be shooting 2. Again, the one-on-one is gone now, rattles that one out. So no longer the one-on-one bonus at 7 fouls in the half and the double bonus at team foul number 10 in the half. Instead, it is now by quarter. 5 fouls in a quarter will send you to the double bonus. There is no one-on-one. So the second free throw is up and good. Paulson hits 1 of 2. Raider lead back to 11, 46-35. Paulson will sit down. J.D. Green is back in. With 2:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. Left side, Fouth works against Brooks. Up top to Lamar. Drives, forces way up again, kisses it off the glass. Back-to-back buckets by Lamar. Raider lead at 9. Backcourt pressure. Brooks with the basketball. Double team crashes on him. To Green, to Segrist in the front court. Minka Hawley, left wing. Now goes the baseline, picks up the dribble. Out top to J.D. Green. Raiders can run some clock. 18 on the shot clock. Up top, Segrist. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Raiders up by 9. Segrist with Eisenbeis all over him. White woman gives the ball back to Segrist. Ball knocked away into the back court. 4 on the shot clock underneath the White woman. Forces it up. Shot clock violation. Oh no, it'll be a foul as White woman forcing the shot up. And foul.
Aberdeen foul number 10, Parker Lamar.
Nope, it'll be Parker Lamar with the undercut. His second.
For the Raiders, number 15.
And White woman, who has 6 points here this afternoon, had 12 in the win last night against Pierre. Transfer from Rapid City Central. Turns the nets on the first one. Raider lead back to 10, 47-37. Second free throw, rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Fritz, so 1 of 2 from the line for White woman. 10-point deficit for the Golden Eagles as they quickly make it up the floor. Phillips to Lamar, pump fake on the 3. In the lane, puts up the runner, leaves it short. I don't think Lamar's hit a 3 or even taken a 3 here this afternoon, but he pump fakes every time, and Segrist has fallen for it almost every time. Segrist with the basketball, now an offensive foul away from the ball. No, timeout Raiders. 47-37, a minute 38 to go, fourth quarter. Raiders up by 10. This is Raider basketball this afternoon on liveticket.tv and GoRaidersLive.com.
At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
Minute 38 to go, Raiders up by 10. In the quarterfinals in NCAA FCS bracket, Montana in overtime last night defeated Furman 35-28. South Dakota State, the 23-12 win over Villanova. Albany and Idaho later on this evening. And as North Dakota State up 38-10 going into the fourth quarter against USD. Raiders with the basketball. Golden Eagles pressuring. Give the ball back to J.D. Green. And on the reach, it will be Lamar, his third. And J.D. Green to the free throw line looking for his first points here this afternoon. A minute 22 to go. Raiders trying to move to 2-0. Will travel to play Mitchell and Huron next weekend, along with the Lady Raiders and Rapid City Central Cowboys will be traveling to play Huron and Mitchell on Friday and Saturday. First free throw by Green is good, 48-37. Second attempt is also good. 12-point lead for the Raiders, minute 20 to go. Lamar, left elbow pass, goes over to Fouth. Fouth against Brooks. Hook pass to Fritz. Fritz to the basket, puts it up with the left hand. His third bucket. Back to a 10-point lead for the Raiders. Throw it ahead to Segrist. In the front court, Minka Hawley on the right side. He'll be fouled. No, they don't get the foul there. Seegers tosses it across. Keep the ball moving. Brooks now will be fouled by Fouth. Like there are 3 white jerseys and none of them actually committed a hard enough foul to draw the whistle. Raiders able to run some more time, and Caleb Brooks, 4 of 5 from the charity stripe, 11 points in the first half, completed the only 3-point play of the afternoon. His last trip to the line, this one he leaves short. Lead stays at 10, 49-39. Postgame will wrap up the scoring. Then I'm on my way back over to Goodell Gymnasium for a doubleheader. MSU Denver taking on the Hard Rockers. So Brooks hits 1 of 2. 50-39, long 3, Fouth, no good. Rebounded by Fritz though. Aberdeen trailing by 11. Has to get it up quickly. Fouth tosses up a runner shot, no good. Seegers with the rebound. The foul will be called against Phillips. And 36.2 seconds to go. And another trip to the free throw line for the Raiders. They had attempted 5 free throws through 3 quarters. Here in the fourth quarter, they've attempted 12, and it will be 13 and 14 here for Sechrist. He missed his only free throw attempt of the afternoon. Tried to complete a 3-point play here in the fourth quarter. Hits the free throw there.
In for the Raiders, number 25, Dylan Szymanski.
Dylan Szymanski back in. He had a little bit of playing time in the fourth quarter. Madinko Hawley will also check back in, replacing Minka Hawley, white woman, to the bench for the Raiders. Sechrist at 10 at the half, added a basket in the third, a basket here in the fourth, a couple of free throws. He has 16 on the game. Rife all the way to the basket, puts it up with the left hand, won't go, but he is fouled. Tough break for the Golden Eagles. They could have used the 3-point play there, trailing by 13.
Raider foul number 0, J.D. Green, his second.
J.D. Green will pick up the foul. It'll be his second, and that will be the 4th team foul against the Raiders in the quarter. The Rife in the act of shooting to the line for the 3rd time this afternoon. The lefty leaves out one short. He is 3 of 5 now. Only points for Rife have been from the charity stripe. He has 3 on the afternoon. Paulson will come back in for the Raiders. And for the Golden Eagles, they'll replace 4. Look one more time. Colby Dowen, Jacob Weischer, Charlie Phillips, and Donnie Soderlund. And Rife, if he hits the free throw, will take a seat as well. That one bounces off the back iron, rebounded by Hawley. And now the substitutions, Riley Riker will come in for Aberdeen, and it will be Dalton Szymanski. Oh, I can't get the I's and the E's right. Reeker for Aberdeen Central. Switch the I's and the E's around on a couple of them. Also in for the Raiders, Bryce Swanson has the ball between the circles out top. Handed off to Dylan Szymanski. Underneath, ball bounces around. Left side, Swanson to Szymanski. Underneath, and with the reverse, Dalton Szymanski at the buzzer gets the basket. 54-39 the final. Raiders move to 2-0 on the season. Aberdeen Central drops to 1-1. We'll take a couple of minutes, see if we get a stat sheet up here, cover the numbers, and take a look at some final scores as well. Raiders basketball this afternoon on GoRaidersLive.com and LiveTicket.tv.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Tom Anderson back, Harold Higher Gymnasium. Let's run through the scoring really quickly for the Aberdeen Golden Eagles. Rife with 3 points, 2 for Jack Carlson. Parker Lamar with 11, 6 points for Camden Fouth. Cooper Eisenbeis had 2. Brendan Phillips off the bench, 7. All of those in the second half. 6 points for Grant Fritz. And Cam Olson, 2 points. So everybody who got in the game up till the very end scored for Aberdeen Central. For the Raiders, J.D. Green, a couple of free throws in the fourth quarter, his only points. Minka Hawley had a 3-pointer, his only points in the ball game in the fourth quarter. 16 points for Daylor Sechrist, had 10 in the first half, added 6 in the second half. Kaylin Brooks, a huge game here this afternoon. 15 points for Brooks. Madinka Hawley had 2, 1 for Ashton Paulson. White Woman with 7, 6 points for Thomas Marty in limited time off the bench. Probably would have played more. Looked like he jacked up an ankle maybe a little bit. Hopefully it's just a little twist. Dalton Szymanski at the buzzer with 2 points. Turnovers, 7 for Aberdeen, 14 for Rapid City Stevens. Rebounding for the Raiders, 38 to just 22 for Aberdeen Central. Aberdeen Central, 7 offensive rebounds. They were led on the boards by Grant Fritz with 5. Parker Lamar with 4. For the Raiders, 11 offensive rebounds. Kaylin Brooks, who had 12 boards last night, added 8 here this afternoon. Sechrist had 6. White Woman had 9. 4 rebounds for Minka Hawley. For the Golden Eagles, who shot 21.7% in the first half, moved it up a little bit in the second half, 9 of 23 for 39.1 on the game. They were 14 of 46, 30.4% from beyond the arc. On the ball game, they were 4 of 14 for 28.6. And from the free throw line this afternoon, they were 7 of 11 for the Raiders. After shooting 11 of 25 in the first half, went 8 of 17 in the second half, raised the percentage a little bit. Not as many field goal attempts, just 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. And 10 of 14 in the second half from the free throw line, 3 of 5 in the first half. So they were 13 of 19 from the charity stripe for the ball game, 3 of 11 from beyond the arc, and from the field, total 19 of 42 for the Raiders. So the Raiders go to 2-0. Aberdeen Central falls to 1-1. Raider girls went on the road this weekend. They defeated Aberdeen Central last night. Check that, they defeated Pier last night 63-35. They lost this afternoon to Aberdeen Central. And where's the game? 54-50, had the score reversed. Rapid City Central lost to Aberdeen Central last night on the girls' side, 49-34, and dropped to 0-2 this afternoon as they lose to Pier 51-39. So that will wrap things up here from Carroll Higher Gymnasium. Cobblers and Raiders both on the road next week at Mitchell and Huron as they close out the first couple of weekends of their season. So that's going to do it for me here this afternoon. Thank you so much for listening to Raider Basketball on GoRaidersLive.com and on LiveTicket.tv.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Zee Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Zee Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead,
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name. When you ask,
this is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.